everybody, it's Shawn Marie from Kennedy's Cuties. I'm back with an update from the two different craft fairs that I did on a Saturday and a Sunday. The Saturday one was at the Trenton Grange, Trenton is the gateway to MDI, Mount Desert Island, Acadia National Park. So I thought, wow, it's going to do really well, you know. I spent all day Saturday there. I don't think we had 10 customers come through the door. What are you going to do, right? But I did okay. I made, let me see. I sold my Pikachu that I've had for quite a little while now. I think I did show that one way back at the beginning of this. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I did. But anyway, I sold him for $30. I sold my peach-colored axolotl, and he's a tall one that I've had. I know you guys haven't seen that because I stopped making them a long time ago, and I just had 2 left. So now I'm down to 1. I think the pink one is the last one. My peach one sold for $20. I had the Sploot Bunny and the Sploot Lamb go to the same person. And those are the Jelly Bean Crochet? I think it's Jelly Bean Crochet. I'm not 100% sure. I might have to link that at the end. But anyway, woman bought both of those, and they were $20 each. So I made $60, $70, $80, $90. I think I paid $25 to be there. On a great day. And it was boring. You know, it's not even like it was really, like, fun to be there. There were, like, 5 vendors. It was horrible. Not going back to that one again. Learned my lesson. So Sunday, I went to the Dedham School, and Dedham is a little town you drive through on Route 1A when you get from Bangor to head into Ellsworth to go to Mount Desert Island. There's a little town that you pass through. It's called Dedham. So I was at the Dedham School. I did a little better there. That was Sunday, which I really was surprised I was going to do well at all on a Sunday because I thought, you know, Sundays aren't typically a heavy traffic day. But it was good. It wasn't too bad. I sold my last emotional support pickle for $10. I sold one of the kitties I made in my cat challenge there. The one that looked like a Christmas present with a kitty popping out of the top of it. I sold that one for $15. I sold my small angel that went with my Angel and Stitch. It was a small one that I had made out of acrylic yarn quite some time ago. I sold her for $20. I sold one of my little kitties that I make quite frequently. I just call them little kitties. And I make them in all kinds of colors. I sold the light pink one. And I sold that for $18. I used to sell those for $15, but they sell really well. So I upped them to $18, and they're still selling quite well. I sold my blonde mermaid doll finally. The one I made this summer using my own pattern, like creating my own pattern as I made her. I sold her, finally. I sold her for $40. So I was really happy about that. I sold one of my little tiny derpy, which I also think might be Jelly Bean Crochet. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure about that, but no, it's not. What is it? I can't remember, but I'll go through the list at the end of this and tell you what things to buy. But anyway, I sold the little derpy tiger for $15. I sold a little black love bug, and I just made these little love bugs back in Valentine's Day last year, and I've thrown them in my $5 bin, just trying to get rid of them. And this one was a black and pink one, and I sold that for $5. I sold a small flamingo that I had, the one that I showed you last week, that I just finished the top of its head up finally. I sold that for $18. I sold the hot pink kitty as well as the light pink kitty. So both kitties are gone now. I think I'm all out of kitties right now, actually. I sold that one for $18. I sold the petal pixie from Wonder Crochet, the little pixie in the petal, flower petal. I sold that for $20. And I sold 2 of my little eagle birds. The same as the little mallard bird. They're like those little chunky birds everybody makes. I sold 2 of the eagles for $10 each. For $20. So my total was 20, 40, 60, 80, 96, 96, 104, 119, 159, 69, 79, 89, 99, 200 and so about $215, I'm going to say, approximately, because I'm just kind of doing a quick rough estimate. I'm not figuring in the $2 there on each of the, like, the $18 items and stuff. So, yeah, approximately $215. And I paid, I want to say, $25 to be at this one as well. It might have been $30. I don't remember exactly, but I did pretty good. I'm happy with that. Way better than the Saturday one. So that's everything I sold in those 2 days. What have I been up to since then? I also wanted to have a shout out to Vicky. She was a vendor next to me at the Dedham School. She was selling a lot of crocheted mittens and hats, and they were absolutely gorgeous. And I do want to pause for a minute because I want to show you the pair of mittens I bought from her. Okay. So these are fingerless mittens. I bought these for my sister for Christmas. And you just slip your finger in this way. And they're great for driving because you can hold it to your steering wheel. They're great for being on your phone because you can get your fingers free to text. But she charges $10 for these. And honestly, I think she could get more. I think she could go up to 12 and still get it, but I'm glad they were 10 for me when I bought them. But anyway, shout out to Vicky. She did sit there and talk to me most of the day. We talked, and she was wonderful. She was a great person, really wonderful. And yeah, she said she was going to join my page, and I know she did because she did it while she was sitting right there. So hi, Vicky. Love your mittens. Keep it up. And that brings me back to what I was about to say about what have I done the rest of the week. Mostly a lot of nothing. I have I finished up the little kitty that my brother gave me the picture for his granddaughter and wanted me to make the cat for it. I finished that up. Got that to him. I have been doing mostly custom orders. I finished Miss Brookie. I'll show you her at the end. I have to go downstairs to get her because I got to deliver her tomorrow. So I finished Miss Brookie. Another custom order I had was for a pug dog in the dark black and brown brindle. I have bought 3 pug dog patterns. All of them are horrible. None of them come out looking like the pug on the pictures. I'm pretty sure the pictures are AI. At least one of them I know is, because it shows like stitches going this way, and then but all you do is crochet a ball. So I know it's AI. It looks nothing like that. I started to make it, tore it apart, started to make it, tore it apart. I've probably torn it apart 3 times. My yarn was getting really, really bad. I was hoping I was even going to have enough by the end of this to finish it because it was getting so bad. I did end up finishing, or almost finishing it. I decided that instead of tearing apart so many times the actual yarn I need to use, I would try and make one, or, mock up one, just using another yarn. So I grabbed a skein of taupe, and this is what I ended up with. I mean, granted, I didn't finish it. I just wanted to see how, I wanted to work the body pieces out. There's no way this was going to come out looking like the picture. I wish I had copies of the pictures to show you. I don't know how to do the whole pop the picture up in the corner to show you. Wish I did. I'm just not tech savvy, as we've all been witness to. Maybe someday. But anyways, this is what I ended up with. I will use this for something. I can make a teddy bear out of it or do something with it because it's a perfectly good form. I can do something with it. But there's no way that was going to look like a pug. This was another one of my attempts. It looks more like a horse. The legs in the front are super skinny and long. The body, nothing about this says pug. Right? Looks like a horse. So I might just finish it up for a horse. Why not? So, taking a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and bits and pieces of the 3 patterns, and just kind of looking at the picture, I came up with this. Now, granted, it's not finished yet. He's getting there. This is where his eyes will go. I'm going to take this brown piece up because I don't like the yarn piece there, and I'm going to end up using felt. Let's see if I can show you approximately what it will look like with the felt in it. His head is not sewn on. His little curly tail is not completely sewn on yet. And that's another thing. In one of the patterns, and it shows the dog with a nice little rolled up tail. What it tells you to do is chain 25, put 3 single crochet in each stitch going back. So I had a corkscrew. It looked nothing like the tail on the picture. She does not want safety eyes or a safety nose, so I embroidered the nose on. You probably can't really see it too much there, but it's that black piece right there. He does have that little, my light is terrible. It does kind of have that little overlap lip thing, my yarn hanging there from that. But you can see the little overlap mouthpiece here, his nose, and this will be, which side am I on? Right there. This will be what his little eyes will look like, kind of, sort of. Now, granted, they're not glued on, and it's just sitting there at the moment, but that's basically how his little eye is going to go. So I think he's going to be okay. I don't love him, and I will absolutely never make another one. Somehow I managed to get both of his feet wrong. One of them's a little bit bigger than the other. You can probably tell. This one's a little bigger than this one is. I don't know what I did. It's not an overstuffing thing because they're both stuffed pretty much the same. I really don't know what I did. I think it's not super noticeable. Just because it's for a woman who's given it. It's actually for my daughter-in-law who's given it to her sister because she has a brindle pug. And his tail isn't totally sewn on yet either. I've got yarn hanging here for that. Of course, his neck, you can tell, is pinned into place. But overall, I think he's the best one of the bunch so far. I am totally out of time, so he's going to have to do. I don't think he's ugly. I mean, pugs aren't cute anyway, in my opinion. They're homely dogs. Sorry if you're a pug lover, but I think he's going to be okay. I will try to get a clip of it in here real quick at the very end before I deliver it to add to this video, this vlog, this whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I'll try to get a clip of that in there at the end of that as well. So that's pretty much what I've worked on. I am working on a Kalani the water dragon right now, and I'm making her in white because I had a little girl request a white one, and I'm giving it to her for a Christmas present. She's my daughter-in-law's sister's little girl, so she's kind of like one of my own grandkids. We all get together at holidays and stuff, so she's like one of the, she's one of them, one of them all. So I will be finishing that up for her. So probably by the end of this video, I will be able to show you the dog finished. I might make something with that body piece and use it up. So I might show you something I made with that. And I do want to show you Miss Brookie all done. Yeah, that's probably it. That's probably it for this video anyway. I do have another custom order from my brother, the one that wanted me to make the kitty cat. Now he wants me to make his wife's dog by Christmas. I have already discovered I do not like doing dogs. So we'll see how that will work out, or if it will even get done. But I'll try. So anyways, that's it for now, guys. I will be back with all the other, finished products and all the info. And yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. Just finished up. This was a custom order that is getting picked up in just a few minutes here. So I wanted to jump on real quick and show it. But it was a little Shih Tzu that was requested to match the owner's puppy. I know the colors aren't coming in really great, but it's like a really, really light tan and white. So there's little floppy ears here. And his cute little face. And he can come out really, really sweet. So this is a custom order that I just finished up. Not big on doing dogs, so this is only the second one I've made, and the other one being that pug. So still doing a lot of cleaning up because I literally just finished it. But I think she came out really, really sweet. So there was one that I just finished, and this one I just finished up yesterday is a little white dragon that was requested as a Christmas present, which will also be leaving very soon here as well. She's all done in white with purple. And this is the Kalani the Water Dragon pattern by Sphinx Crochet. I've made this one a few times now. She's so cute. Look at those eyes. Her little spikes. And her wings. She's adorable. So there is two things that I just got done. It is Wednesday night, Christmas Eve. These are going within the next few hours. They will be getting picked up and they will be gone. So I just wanted to jump on real quick and show you. Thank you for watching. Yeah. So I'll be back with more, and then we'll wrap this video up. Thank you. So I've had my granddaughter Lily with me since Christmas afternoon. My son went and picked her up about 2 o'clock on Christmas Day, and I'm taking her back this afternoon to her mom's. And boy, I need to touch up my roots. It really shows up when my hair's wet. Anyways, she asked me while she was here, she said, "Mom, Mimi, can you make me a doll for my friend Elena that looks like my friend Elena?" Her friend Elena has kind of mid-length, dark brown hair, brown eyes. And in the particular picture that Lily had, she was wearing a hot pink sweatsuit and her Uggs. And her Uggs have a little red stripe around the outer edge of them. So this is what I came up with. She kind of parts her hair a little on the side, and so this is my Elena. I just did the whole thing in the pink, so I made a little rim around it here to look like the shirt's hanging out over the sweatpants a little bit. But she's wearing her little Uggs, has her little hot pink sweatsuit on, her pretty brown hair. So I think she came out adorable. Blushed her cheeks up a little bit, and I'm trying to block some of that light right there. Gave her her little nose, which you can't see with her hair in the way, but her little nose. Her little side part with her hair kind of pulled to the side. I was thinking about steaming the hair because she has straight hair. I was thinking about steaming these to take some of the curl out, but it has been starting to drop a little bit because I didn't do like any increases in the stitches. You know, I just did the one stitch in each one to keep them as straight as possible, but of course being yarn, they'd have a tendency to want to curl, but not too bad. I think she's absolutely adorable, and I think Elena's going to love her. So Lily's very, very pleased with her. So yeah, that's one thing I accomplished this week. So we all know the K-pop Demon Hunter craze is up and running in full tilt now. I've made a couple of the Derpy Tigers, smaller little tiny ones from snuggle bean crochet, and then I've made the bigger kind of splutin style. I've done 2 roomies, 3 roomies. I sold one, and I gave each of my 2 older granddaughters one for Christmas, and so I wanted to branch off a little bit and try something different, so I decided to do a mirror. She's not 100% done yet. I do still need to put her markings on her shirt and on her skirt and give her some eyelashes. But for the most part, she is done. Kind of wish I had tilted her eyes up just slightly. I was trying to give her that almost scowly look because Mira's the one with a little bit more attitude. But it is what it is. I think she's absolutely adorable. My granddaughter just loved her. But I do have an upcoming, in February, I have the upcoming anime convention at the Cross Insurance Center, so I'm trying to beef up my stock for that a little bit. So my goal for that is a $4,000 inventory of nothing but anime and video game themed stuff, which I don't have a lot of because I don't do a lot of that. I do a lot of cutesy little stuffed animals and that kind of thing, so we'll see. It will be what it will be, but I think she came out absolutely adorable. Again, I freehanded this using my Sailor Moon pattern that I use for everything. Every doll I make, I just use that pattern, and then I just do whatever I want to change. I think she come out precious, though. I love her. I think she's so cute. Eek! She does have her little nose, little face shape a bit. I think I do want to blush up her cheeks just slightly before, when I put her eyelashes on. And yeah, other than that, I think she came out really good. And this is all made with Premier Parfait Chunky. The way I made these little pieces here was I did all 3 of my strips, and then when I got to the top of them, I just went back and forth a few rounds, like 3 rounds, and then I just rolled everything to give it some strength. And sewed it on to give it that little lift. I think she's really, really cute, and she's absolutely adorable. So, yeah, there is my, what is her name again? Mira. So now I've got to work on the dark-haired one, and I really don't know what her name is, but I want to work on her as well. I want to have at least, I think I want to have 2 sets of 3, and I do want to work on the K-pop boys as well for this particular market. So she's a good-sized doll. I think I'm probably going to put 55 on her. It's a lot of work, a lot of hair. So, yeah. So there is that. And also I have done the little, well, I've started doing the little Ninja Turtles that I saw Robin on, yep, you can hear the music playing, boom, 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 boom. Oh my goodness, I can't think of her name at the moment. Anyways, Robin, we all know Robin, right? And she makes these little Ninja Turtles all the time. So I've started making them. I've got this one completely finished. This one still needs his shell. And then I've got to do the red and the orange. And I think I'm going to have, I want to have at least 3 sets of these. And I don't know if I'm going to sell them individually for $15 or if I'm going to sell them as a pack of 4 for like $55. Or maybe I'll give them the option. I don't know. But I think they're really, really cute. And they do work up really quick. She was right about that. Knotting hook crochet. There we go. I knew I'd get there eventually. So, yeah, she was right. They do work up super quick. I made these 2 last night in like an hour watching TV. A little over an hour maybe. I didn't have the shell done, obviously. I did that shell this morning, and I still haven't done this one. And I still haven't put his little ties on the back. Other than that, they're all done. I literally had to take this one apart all the way down to the mask because in the dark last night, well, not dark, but, using not natural lighting, I pulled out my chocolate thinking it was what is that word? It's not plum. Yeah, I don't know. Eggplant. I was thinking it was eggplant. It was chocolate. And then this morning in natural lighting, I was like, that's not going to work. There's no chocolate colored band on the Ninja Turtle. So I went and pulled out this one, which is... Okay, so this one, the blue is denim. The purple one is orchid. So I have denim and orchid. And I have just placed an order for some poppy and tangerine to make the other two, because I don't have those in this. This is the Premier XL Brights, and I just don't have a whole lot of colors in that one right yet. I'm still in the process of stocking up on colors for that. I think I used 14mm eyes. I used banana for the body, and this is the caramel. And I think they're adorable. So I can't wait to get the other two done. Have the set of them to show. And other than that, I have been working on this off and on. This is a pattern I made last year. I made this Yeti. And my granddaughter claimed it immediately. I made it with 2 strands of the Dollar Tree yarn. I double strand it and used a five hook. And he come out really good sized, and he looks really nice. But when I started writing the pattern, well, I kind of wrote the pattern while I did that one, but then I'm trying to kind of work the kinks out of it while I make this second one. This one I'm working the face in, whereas on that one I sewed it on. And this one I'm doing with the Premier Perfect Chunky. And I did frog at one point here, and then when I went back and reused it, I noticed that it created a couple of holes because I evidently pulled some of the fluff away, so I'll have to go back in and fill that with a couple of stitches or something. But he's coming out pretty cute. He is much, much softer with this yarn than he was with the Dollar Tree yarn. The Dollar Tree yarn is almost stiff, but I do like the fuzzy texture of it. You can tell. You see he has like a fuzz to him, whereas this one really doesn't. And you see I sewed this base piece on. Made it first and sewed it on. Whereas this one I'm working right into the face itself. But he's not far from being done. Like I said, I am working on the pattern. I'm trying to write up the pattern as I go, tweak it, and I made his teeth so that they kind of, I wanted them to kind of look like they stuck out without being too stuck down. But now I'm thinking I probably should have tacked it a little bit more, because when I first made it, it was stiff enough so it stayed up. But of course, over time, with my granddaughter hugging it and loving it and everything, it's starting to make them curl just slightly. So I think I am going to have to go back in and retuck them. I did use some hand-painted eyes. Overall, I think he came out really cute, and I think that this version of it's going to be pretty nice. So I like the idea of trying to make as much of it no-sew as possible. Right now, so far, I have it no-sew. The only thing that will probably end up getting sewn on at all will be the ears, unless there's a way I can work them in at the top this way. But I don't think I can. I think they need to go. Oh, wait a minute. Are they sewn? No, they're sewn this way. So I could probably actually work those right into... I think I could work those into... I need to adjust my camera just a bit. I think I can work those into a round. And then the whole entire Yeti will be no-sew. Other than maybe tucking in a couple of teeth. Because this lip is all done in a front loop. You sew in the back loop on that round, and then you catch the front loop coming back to make that lip. That might be the only thing that ends up having to be sewn in, and I might end up using felt on the next one anyway and gluing them in on this one here, because that will prevent that whole drooping thing from happening. But I think he's coming out really cute. He's a good size. He's very snuggable. His arms are, you know, flippy and floppy. He reminds me of the Yeti from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the Bumble. That's what I think of when I see this guy. He reminds me of the Bumble. Maybe that's what I'll call him instead of a Yeti. Maybe we'll just call him a Bumble. There's a lot of Yetis out there. But I think he's coming out great. I love him. I do need to get him finished up. I think that's pretty much everything today. It's been, you know, crazy couple of weeks with Christmas and New Year's, and I'm sure everybody feels the same, that, you know, there was time spent with family and time spent baking and, you know, visiting and all that kind of stuff that takes away from time spent in the house doing some crocheting or being able to get on the camera and talk. But I had a wonderful Christmas. I really did. I hope you all did as well. I got spoiled this year. My boyfriend was so good to me. He bought me a brand new phone, which I needed desperately. Mine was so cracked. I had duct tape, not duct tape, packing tape, keeping the cracks from falling apart. And I had no memory left in it, so I couldn't even take photos anymore with my camera. It was bad. It was really bad. So he bought me a new phone, and that was very, very sweet of him. And I wished I had brought it up with me. I might pause for a minute and go get it and show you guys. He bought me a yarn bowl. I have been wanting a yarn bowl for so long. He really pays attention to things I say. You know, he'll sit there and watch me crochet at night, and he'll ask me questions. It's so weird. I mean, my ex never did that. No, you know, not dissing on my ex, but he just was not interested in what I was doing. He didn't really pay attention to what I was doing. It was like, yeah, okay, you're keeping yourself occupied. That's good. But Mike does really pay attention to that kind of stuff. He'll ask questions. He'll say, oh, let me see what you made. I want to see it. And, you know, and he's just so good to me. He's very, very good to me. So anyway, so I'll show you my yarn bowl because I will pause and go get that. What else? What else? I had my granddaughter. My son and I had his daughter for Christmas week. She just went back yesterday. I took her back yesterday afternoon. She was doing a sleepover tonight with her friend Elaine, which the doll clip I put in is the friend she went and spent the night with. So she was able to give her doll last night. Yeah, other than that, I think I'm just going to go get that bowl, and then I will catch you up at the end on all those names and patterns and stuff that I told you at the beginning I would do. And we'll get those in there, and we'll call this a wrap. All right, I shall return. So here it is, my very pretty wooden yarn bowl that Mike got me for Christmas. I absolutely love it. I have been wanting a yarn bowl for so long. I did get one a while back when I was at the Trenton Grange craft fair a couple weeks ago. There was a woman there selling 3D printed ones, and I did grab one. It was $10, and then it had like a bag of candy in it, so it was well worth the $10. But I came home with it, and Mike was kind of like, "Oh, that's nice," you know. And then he had this one already ordered for me for Christmas. He had ordered it online. But I love this wooden one. I've wanted a wooden one for so long, and I love it. I'm so happy to have it. Okay, so to get back to some of the rundown of those patterns and stuff, the Water Dragon pattern was from Sphinx Crochet. I don't know if I said that or not, but that is a Sphinx Crochet one. It's so hard to say that. Two of the pug patterns, I couldn't find the third one, but one of them was by Sweet Loop Creations, and the other one was by HMMSTOR, all caps. Store. Neither pattern worked well for me. You might have better luck than I did, but neither one worked for me. I like I said, I ended up combining them together and still adding stuff from my own take on it. So, yeah. The little Ninja Turtles here, they are from Stitches by Stat. The Shih Tzu pattern that I used was by Larana, L-A-R-A-N-A Crochet. Larana Crochet. And that was the Shih Tzu pattern that I used. Very cute pattern. Works up really well. Mine isn't anywhere near as cute as her picture was, but I was also trying to make it look more like my sister-in-law's dog. Okay, so the little kitties that I was talking about, that pattern is by Little Muggles. The Derpy Tiger, the little one by Snugglebean Crochet. The Flamingo that I showed you last week and told you that I just sold was by Seynoo, S-E-Y-N-O-O-O Design, Seynoo Design. The Pikachu that I sold was by Pebble Crochet, and it was one of her flat ones, Snuggles, and I stuffed it. And the Sploot, I don't know what I'm talking about here, was by Snugglebean Crochet. So anyway, that does it for this particular video. I will try to get this all up and out. Thank you guys for joining me so much. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. Today is January 1st, so I hope you all had a wonderful New Year's Eve and continue to have a wonderful 2026. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope 2026 is the year for my videos to really take off and for my channel to grow and for me to get all kinds of new subscribers. So if you're watching and you want to be one of them new subscribers and you haven't yet, please do. Hit the like button, drop me a message, all the good things, and all the best to you all in 2026. Love you guys. Bye.